Healthy Scratch Red Wings Report, presented by 5v5hockey.com.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Healthy Scratch Red Wings Report. Buschy with you once again. Second video of the day. Of course, the Wings make a couple trades like right after I upload. So I uploaded the draft targets, which I didn't have any draft targets in, and people got really mad. Well, I mean, I don't have any, but there's a million mock drafts out there. Take your pick with the guys, have fun with it. Wings made two trades today, and one of them involved a prospect, Andrew Gibson, who was a second-round pick last year, and he got moved for a second-round pick, and another prospect who is a former third-rounder, I think in the same draft, if I'm not mistaken, a Finnish kid, had a decent season. So I was kind of looking at that going, well, that's interesting because, okay, we're getting a prospect and a second for our prospect. We do have a lot of defensive prospects, so in Gibson's a LaSalle guy who's right across the river from Detroit, basically. So that was an interesting one. I'm going, okay, they kind of got an extra second-round pick now. I wonder what they're going to do with it. Well, that happened maybe 10 minutes later where I didn't see this coming. I don't think any of us did. When we were talking about cap dumps and creating space, the names that would pop up would be Justin Hall, the name would be Robbie Fabry, Ville Husso, getting rid of like Petrie, like all of those guys, but I would have never thought the Red Wings would have traded, well, let alone traded, but the way that it happened, Jake Walman is out of here. Got traded to San Jose with a second-round pick for future considerations, and for people that know what that is, it means nothing. So Jake Walman and that same second-round pick they just got, gone. This is uncut. I'm reacting to it right now. I am thoroughly confused. In a way that, like, I understand that Jake Walman was making like $3.5 million. They're trying to free up some space. But at the same time, I'm not really understanding why him, number one. And number two, why did we have to give up an asset with him? Because this same team, San Jose, just claimed Barclay Goodrow off waivers for nothing. Where I thought the Rangers would have had to give up a ton to take that contract. Walman, in my opinion, is a positive player. Did he struggle at the end of the year? Absolutely. He was hurt a little bit. He ended the season with 12 goals and 9 assists. So, like, 21 points. I mean, left-hand D. I'm a little bit in shock. Like, I know they have now cleared $3.5 million of space. He was also under contract. So, the only 4 defensemen under contract, Sherratt, Petrie, Mata, and Justin Hall. Now, they're going to sign Mo Seider. They're going to have Simon Edvinsson on the team. But... And Albert Johansson, obviously, but like of that, that sounds pretty bad. There has to be another move being made. You don't make this type of trade unless you have something bigger coming down the pipeline. So this has happened with Yzerman a few times where I've really questioned, like, what are we doing here? There has to be a bigger picture. And if there isn't, I'm really confused. If the Jake Walman just like fell out of favor, Yzerman hates the gritty, confirmed. Either way, like, this is someone that I saw as an asset. I don't understand putting a second-round pick in with him. I would have thought if you traded Jake Walman, you would have got a mid-round pick in return, at least. So to package a second-round pick, a high pick, to get rid of his contract, I really would have thought, get rid of Justin Hall. Like, he's got the same type of contract. He's not as good. That's what I thought. I thought you'd have to package a 3 with Justin Hall, or maybe a 2, sure, but a 2 in Walman to get rid of him is shocking, to say the least. And I think a lot of you are probably shocked as well. And I have both my Holmstrom jerseys up here, the 96s, to pay homage. But, yeah, a little bit in shock. So we're going to see what happens with the Wings going forward because they have to be targeting some bigger fish in free agency. I mean, if their move is to, like, bring back Shane Gostisbehere, I mean, I don't know about that. If it means you're going to go out harder after Matt Roy or a guy like Zadorov to get more of a defensive structure in place rather than having, Walman and Gostisbehere. They're not going to have a lot of offense from the back end. Maybe Seider, Edvinsson, hopefully. But interesting trade, to say the least. I didn't see that coming. I don't think any of us really know, and that just goes to show you, Steve Yzerman's press conferences don't mean shit. Like, he's going to tell you whatever and not tell you anything at the same time and then do something like this. That first trade was obviously to get the second rounder to move Walman. So maybe there's something coming down the pipeline. For me, just being a Kane lover, I mean, hey, if you bring back Kaner for that and that's what we had to do, then cost of business. But very interesting trade for the Red Wings. So going forward, I mean, I guess we'll see what's happening. If there's going to be any more moves before the draft, I mean, we'll see. Now it's getting interesting. So Yzerman hates the gritty. Walman is in San Jose now, and we got some cap space.